A 17-year-old boy has died after being swept away in the Weber River. According to the Weber County Sheriff's Office, the teen was one of several kids playing airsoft near the river around 5:30 last night.
They say he went into the river but did not come back out. Researchers searched for nearly 2 hours before locating the teen, who was then flown to Primary Children's Hospital, where he later died. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday night. Well, this drowning is a reminder here of the dangerous conditions that can exist as rivers around the state fill up with spring runoff.
News specialist Shelby Lofton spoke with hydrologists tonight about the things that we need to be aware of around water. Shelby?
Yeah, Dan and Ashley, tonight hydrologists with the National Weather Service warned that our rivers may look very scenic and calm, but looks can be very deceiving.
That water can really knock you off your feet, especially if it's cold.
It's frigid.
A lot of this flow is driven by snowmelt, and that snowpack is cold.
Paul Miller monitors river flows for the National Weather Service, and he says our rivers are running fast, including the Weber River.
About 360 cubic feet per second, and if you want to think of a cubic foot as about the size of a basketball, you can imagine 360 basketballs flowing right by you every second.
He says it's only going to get faster and higher.
The height of the water, almost about 13 feet high this time of year, so typically something you can't just stand up in and walk.
Miller says this is the time of year to pay attention to rising flows. He doesn't anticipate flooding due to snowmelt like we've seen in recent years. That's led to a lot of damage. But flooding can't be ruled out entirely.
Weather right now is unpredictable, especially in spring. We can get really intense storms. Sometimes those can be really localized, and those intense storms can really push up the height of rivers and streams in our area.
As we spend more time outside, he says think twice before recreating in or around rivers.
Be very careful around rivers. Sometimes it's hard to judge just how quickly those rivers are moving and how cold that water is.
And Miller says, in a nutshell, the water is going to be incredibly cold this time of year. And he said, remember, the snow is rapidly melting, which means levels will be on the rise. I'll send it back to you.
Yeah, it's an important warning, and it's one that we revisit every single year around this time. So important stuff. Shelby, thank you.